Video, am I right, guys? So a lot of you guys know, oh well, there we go, now it's broadcasting. Of course it would do that to me. A lot of you guys know that I've been grinding out this ME410 for I can't even tell you guys how long. I don't see a reason to keep grinding it out, because the BF110, I hate to admit it, but is a way better vehicle in every aspect, including defense, unfortunately. So I'm not going to mess with the ME410s at all. The only ones that you guys will see me mess with are the ones that have the bombs, simply because of the fact that we can use those tonight. So I got one of two things that I'm planning on doing right now. One of them being, I still have to level these up, and I have yet to be able to do it because of the fact that every time that we've attempted to, well, let's just say it didn't go exactly to plan. So the plan is to try and do that. And in turn, I'll be able to put in some more research for a few other things. As you guys can see, this thing does get bombs and stuff, so that'll be nice to have. But we're going to work on this. We're going to get these, or the FW. Then we're going to get the BF109s. The FWs over here, which I think there's like 2 of them. We're going to get this ME410, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I do not foresee myself using it. We'll get this FW, and then we'll go over here and get these, and then we'll go down the list. And then we'll go here, grab the JU-188, which is something that I think would be entertaining for me. And I don't like hearing my own voice. Then we'll go to the ME262, which has, I believe it's the 50 mil. Yes, it is. You know, the dangerous 50 mil that, wow, this thing doesn't have many modifications. Is honestly, if I'm being honest, better at anti-tank operations than anything else. And then we will go here, go down, then go this way, and then we'll go that way, and then we'll get the HE177, which should be non-painful, right, guys? Totally not painful, right, guys? There. That noise alone is enough to tell you I don't want to do it. Anybody in their right mind honestly wouldn't want to do that, but you got to sometimes. So, and also, there's a positive to this, because a lot of you guys know that a lot of times... I'm fine. A lot of you guys know that a lot of times... I do a lot of anti-air or ships versus planes, and I'm always the plane or always the ship. So I kind of got to thinking last night, and I kind of want to do a ships versus planes where I let you guys be the ships instead of me always being the ship, because I'm always the ship mainly because of the fact that, you know, I have a lot of them, and I do that for that simple reason. But it feels unfair because I had like 2 or 3 people asking me last night if they could bring out their stuff. And I told them they could, and then I got pissed off and they didn't. And it makes me feel like I'm lying to them, and I don't like that. I don't like lying to people. So maybe later on tonight, before we actually do the, or maybe Wednesday, no, I'm going to church Wednesday. Thursday this week, I will do another ships versus planes, but the viewers will get to be the ships. And I'll allow whatever you guys have, even if y'all want to bring out like a crazy battleship that drives me nuts trying to kill. We'll do it. We'll have some fun. And I'm going to regret saying that because I know everybody's now just going to grind for torpedoes. But anyway, I think, no, they don't, what? Chris, if you threaten me like that again, I'm coming for you. And you will hear the words, "You're next," very quickly. Also, do all the Wellingtons get torpedoes? 2. Okay, that's nice. We might end up grinding bombers just for the simple fact of me getting torpedoes. You know what? Cough, cough. I feel a sudden urge to grind out Britain. Just that sudden urge, man. It just popped up. I don't know what happened. It just kind of cough, cough. What are you gonna do? Tickle the Gneisenau? Don't you start with me. I will buy the Bismarck. Don't give me no lip, young man. I'll have you know I happen to know all the secrets. Not really, but... Sir, you can't buy the Bismarck. Want to make a bet? Hey, Gaijin, back me up, bro. Oh. Maniacal laughter always scares people when I do it. I haven't figured out why, but it does. Yeah, the only thing I'm not seeing... So, if you do that, I'm research boosting to the Yamato. You know, to be honest, that's actually something I wouldn't mind seeing. The Yamato versus the Bismarck. And then, like, the Yamato versus the Iowa. The Yamato versus this, that, and the other. The Bismarck versus other ships. Like, that's honestly something I'd like to do in the future. But I'm not going to waste, like, all of my money trying to do it, you know? Also, I'm just looking through, like, the Japanese planes that have torpedoes. There's a lot of them. Because I know this one has it. This one has one. I think this one has torpedoes. Yep, it has torpedoes. I don't think this one does because it's a army bomber. This one does. These two do. These two do as well, I think. No, these don't. This one might. No, it does not. But that one does. This one and this one does. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 planes. And then China, poor China only gets 1 torpedo bomber. I don't think Italy actually equips torpedoes to theirs. Oh, they do! Hold on. Hold that thought. Oh, I got hope. I got my hopes up and then had them destroyed. I was so ready to bring that out, too. That was the funny part. You know what's funny, Chris? That's like a way later variant of the Yamato. Originally, the Yamato didn't have that many anti-air guns. Originally, the Yamato had like a minimal amount, and then they later on put more on it. Which is, I find it crazy that they did that. Like, because when they first launched it, I think they did it just for sea trials and stuff. And what ended up happening was, I think during sea trials it got found out, and they panicked and they just slapped AA guns everywhere. But see, if you pay attention though, the Yamato's biggest weakness is actually the forward and aft. Oh, it's fine. You need that ammo. But look at the armor. You can look at the armor on this thing, and I can already tell you exactly where you need to hit. Forward and aft. You hit it forward and aft, and this thing will die. I guarantee you. Because most of the armor belt is right here. If you look, the armor belt on the Yamato is right here. The rest of it, they didn't bother to put any armor on. So they just kind of left it like that. I'm telling you guys now, though, when I get battleships, we're going to do like a full-on battleships versus planes thing. And I'm going to get like all of you guys to come in. And I'm going to have everybody have the same exact aircraft. And we're all just going to, y'all all are just going to dive on me. And if y'all play it right, well, actually, Chris, that's a torpedo belt. A lot of American warships had them too. Funny thing is, the Olympic, Chris, I was actually planning on doing that actually. But during World War I, apparently the Olympic got hit with a torpedo. And it wasn't until years later, when they were doing a refit, when they found the torpedo hole where it had hit the ship, and the ship didn't even act like it knew it had been hit. Yes, you may join next round and help me die. I'm going to go on ahead and tell the guy that I'm going to hit this one. Because I'm honestly sick of trying to, does this thing have dive flaps? Aww. Yeah. I'm just really sick of, death and suffering is more fun with friends. I'm actually attempting this mainly to see if this is a viable option. And if it is, then this is how I'm going to play this plane for a while. Because, like, to be honest, this thing, like, it doesn't survive at high altitudes. Like, it just doesn't. It can't outrun anything. It can't really do anything on its own. So it becomes an idea that you have to use it as a dive bomber. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking you down with me. Arr, arr, arr. If I hit that, that's crazy. I hit it. Look at that. Uh-oh. I'm going too fast. I can't hit it. Nope. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Just 3 of them out. I don't care. Cool, that works. I think I actually killed it on the second one, but whatever. Let's just drop 2 and see how well it does. Okay, cool. 2 kill the base, so that's awesome. I'm gonna get murdered before I get to this next one, I guarantee it. Because that Firefly is going to dive on me. I can almost see it happening. If he doesn't, it'll surprise me. I'll close the bomb bay doors so I'm a little bit faster and aerodynamic. Just in case, you know. Oh wow, he actually left me alone. That's very nice of him. Thank you, sir. So this is a viable option for this aircraft. But the issue is going to be getting back home. Because once they find me, they're going to all head towards my face. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bombs out. Heading for the next one. I've played strike aircraft too long because now I'm perfect at this. This thing can actually, I feel like it really does do a really good job at striking. Like, once I get the better bombs and everything for it, I can almost bet it'll do better at striking than it does right now. Alright, here we go. Bomb away. I don't think that'll kill the base, but we'll see, I guess. It should burn it at least. I don't think it'll kill it, but we'll see, I guess. This went better than I expected it to, if I'm being honest. Did I just kill that? Oh, wow. Okay. I've killed 4 bases. I bet World War II would love to join me in this. But he's doing his own thing, so... I think he got pissed at me last night. Because of the fact I started talking about how he complained too much. But, oh well. The truth hurts sometimes. Hello, how are you? I want to get the other variants of this now. The ones that don't have the weird nose on them that just like freaking crescent. Wouldn't do me any good to complain. Not like it would fix anything. But Gaijin, when are we gonna get the detailed bomber interiors? Come on. It's like so minimalistic. Yeah, let's slap a buttload of dials there that probably don't go in there that way and just hope that they know what they're looking at. Uh-oh. I feel like I may be, someone may be attempting to intercept me. Hey, don't look at me, bro. I ain't helping. He's doing his own thing over here. Oh, my wing. I saw that one happening. At least I got a few shots off before I died. He's gonna go down, it doesn't matter. Alright, Chris, you said you wanted to join, right? I got 1,000 research points just off of leaving early, so I should end up getting at least a few things. I don't really like the silver, if I'm being honest. What are you doing in Japan? Are you insane? What am I talking about? Insanity. Insanity runs in his family. Yeah, it's a try-hard plane, exactly. But yeah, I kind of got to thinking about it, guys, and I think for the sake of content, I'm probably going to get the HMS Von der Tann and the Westfalen. And of course the Admiral Hipper as well, and then like that'll be it for me on Germany for now. And I think America's all the way in 6-0 except for the New Orleans, so I'll have to get the New Orleans for us. But other than that, as far as I know, that's all I need for 6-0 there. I forgot I got the Brooklyn. I completely forgot about that. But I'll have those. And then for Russia, if I grind all the way down to 6-0, this will be the last vessel. And y'all think y'all hate me now. Y'all ain't seen nothing until I get these Russian vessels like this. because I've had to deal with these things before, and they are a pain in the arse to deal with, I'll tell you. And I'm not even tryharding in them. That's the bad thing. Like, these things are just overpowered completely. I don't know if they label these as anti-air or if they label them as secondaries. I'm hoping it's anti-air because I really don't want to have to control them. But I have to give the Russians credit. I love the fact that their ships look completely different from everyone else's. Theirs feel like that they're designed with the idea of just speed, and they don't really care how big the cannons are. But you gotta also think about it too. A lot of people don't really realize Russia wasn't really focused on a navy during World War II. The entire time during World War II, they were more focused on ground and air than they were the navy. I remember when my friend was like, thank God the Hood won't fight the Bismarck. That's when they didn't say they were moving it up to 7.3. The Bismarck was initially 7.3. And also, this thing isn't even Russian. This is an Italian vessel. Is that really true? Was it initially 8.3? It is 8.3, dude. Look. It's at 8.3. The 5.0 cruiser. Well, let me look. Which one are you talking about? I'd like to know how you figure this thing is initially American. Like, none of these give me the hey, we're American vibe. I think there is one ship that actually does really remind me of like something American, but I can't remember where it's at, so oof. But see, the funny thing is you guys think that y'all struggle now. Oh, that thing. Yeah, it's a battle pass vehicle, I think. The one that you're talking about, yeah. I'm looking at ships, Chris. You can be patient. I'm going to talk about your ships. And you're going to listen. Or else. Okay, we got a mini cruiser. I like to call this thing the mini cruiser because, yes. This thing just gives me like mini cruiser vibes. Like an escort cruiser or something. Yeah, it has like a Fletcher that they got after the war, I believe, and they just converted a buttload of things on it. No, excuse me. Okay, excuse me. I said the other one was a mini cruiser. No, this one's a mini cruiser. See, a lot of these feel like, a lot of the ones that they put in the Blue Water Fleet feel like they should be in the Coastal Fleet. This one especially. Like, they just don't look like they're in place. And this is actually supposed to be a cruiser. But again, it gives me destroyer vibes. I call it the flak barge. But I'll tell you guys now, I love this ship right here. This one, I love it. I love these vessels. Because Britain is so smart because the fact that, yes, their gun is already forward, so you don't have to struggle to turn it all the way around. Like, can you imagine that poor dude in his arm the entire time? Oh my God, they're in front of us! Like, he's just struggling to whip the freaking gun around. It's just struggle. And then they did whatever this is on the back of this, and it's like, okay, so you took away a gun and you slapped it here because of the fact you want AA coverage on the back. Britain, what are you doing? I don't even think they know sometimes. And then they took the gun off completely. I think, if I remember correctly, these two are actually like old World War II vessels, and after World War II, they took them and they refit them with more modern stuff, and this is like some of the more modern guns and stuff that they slapped on there. Yeah, see, this is one of the examples. Hello, Owen. How are you? I gotta remember reading about one of them. I think it was the Daring that was like originally it looked completely different, and then they took it and redesigned it and refit it everywhere. Okay, now hold on. Britton, I have to ask you a question. What were you designing here exactly? We need guns. Okay, let's mount a single forward-firing 6-inch gun with dual cannons in it on the front. And then let's slap some guns on the side, and then let's slap some random single shot, no armored guns everywhere else and hope that it scares the enemy. Yes, this works now. What in the coastal defense cruiser is this, okay? I mean, at least you got it right with this one. If I'm being honest, the Texas is getting to a point to where it feels a little bit too hyped, just as much as the Iowa classes are. Japan appears. Yamato comes out of the fog. Oh, really? What did you say? Hey, Spear, look at the Yamato, then rethink your statement. I don't care what anyone says. Japan put everything into the Yamato. But you know the funny thing, I watched a movie, and the Yamato was quite literally built to fail. The designers in the movie that I watched, they were talking to like a kid that actually ended up designing the Yamato, and the guy told him that they wanted the Yamato to fail, to prove to the people that they were not invincible. The Yamato was built to fail. Think about that for a second. It was built to fail. Its own designers wanted it to fail. They didn't want it to succeed. So think about it. If they would have put more armor on it and everything like they probably should have done, there's a possibility America probably wouldn't have been able to sink that. The only issue that I have with the AA on the Yamato is it's not widely spread out. Like it's in one spot, like the superstructure. It needed to be spread out more. That's one of the things that makes American vessels better, because they have AA guns plastered everywhere, whereas the Yamato has it in one area. If you hit that one area, you're screwed. You have no AA capability anymore. That's because, Spear, the Iowa never came into service where they had to deal with planes. They became artillery support and Tomahawk carriers. The Iowa was never designed with the idea of fighting other vessels. That's why I say that, like, the Iowa classes are hyped up too much. Because everybody's like, well, actually, an Iowa killed a ship or two. Okay, cool. But it's still not designed for that aspect. Look at the guns on the thing. Slow reload. Big gun. That's artillery support right there. It still doesn't change the fact that it wasn't designed with the idea of being that anti-aircraft platform. It was designed for the artillery purpose. There are much better ships. People want to hype about how good the Iowa is because of the fact that it survived. That's because it didn't do anything. It arrived late in the war to where it was quite literally not useful for anything other than artillery support, and it was brought back into service with the idea of artillery support. And it was a test bed for Tomahawk missiles. Good for you. You still didn't do shit. Not compared to a lot of the other naval vessels. Hell, the North Carolina did more shit than the damn Iowa class did. And it's designated as a fast battleship. And I find it funny because I've kind of read up on it. I believe the North Carolina has the same guns as the Iowa. And to get the Iowa class, one of them, I can't remember which one it was, I think it was the Missouri or something like that, back into service because they had started stripping it down and everything, because they needed it, they took the cannons. They took the cannons out of the North Carolina and put it back in the Iowa. But, Spear, my point still stands. It came too late to actually do anything, but yet it's hyped up way too damn much. Ah, yes. The Glorious. There's nothing glorious about it, but they name it the Glorious. Let's put 2 cannons on a ship and then decide that we don't want it to be a cruiser and turn it into an aircraft carrier. POV, Britain. I still wish that they'd add carriers as an option in the game, because I'd love to see, like, the Glorious. There's like 3 different versions of the Glorious. There's this version, and then there's the mid-transfer version, where there's a flight deck, and the bridge and all is still sitting like smack dab in the middle of the plane of the ship, and the biplanes in order to launch off the front. And they have to, like, take the planes and fold their wings and stuff, and they'd have to move them around the bridge in order to launch them off the deck. Like, it's a really cool design. And then they ended up moving the bridge later on. Finally, it took them long enough, but I like the mid design. personally. I just think it's like a unique design that doesn't get mentioned a lot. And yes, the famed dreadnought. I still don't understand why the dreadnought is like the only ship that anybody ever talks about, but there's quite literally like proof that like that Britain made other ships. Like, look at this. There's one. The Queen Mary, of course. My personal favorite that Britain designed as a battle cruiser. I don't like the hood's nice, don't get me wrong, but the Repulse. The Repulse is my favorite battle cruiser from Britain. Just that wow design, you know? Lighter, faster, better, arguably. Wait, hold on, what? Hold on, let me see. Level 38, you say? Well then, we might end up getting the battle pass this week as well. I don't think they do more than one crate though. I think that's the thing that sucks for me. But anyway, back to what we were looking at. I think the Rodney's my favorite like battleship that Britain made, just because of how like weird and just ill-shaped it is. Sir, we need AA, but we put all the guns in the front. Put them on the back. Put them on the back. It's that ship that you don't want, but then you get it and you want it. And yes, the Warspite. I still think we need a Sovereign class. Or the Royal Sovereign. We need that in the game. That's like the only vessel that I know of that we don't have yet. Ah yes, the HMS Hood. And then the last battleship ever to be produced, the Vanguard. You know what makes me hate the Vanguard so much? It is such a beefy vessel, and they put itty bitty little guns on it. Like itty bitty little guns. Like, what the world? Itty bitty little guns on it. Just itty bitty little things. Wait, I wonder. And I wonder if you know. Okay, we can't do anything other than torpedoes, so we'll just go with this. But if we're talking like naval stuff, America had quote unquote still doesn't make it worth glazing over, in my opinion. That would be like me saying that since I'm from South Carolina, I glazed the USS South Carolina, even though it was a World War I vessel, and I don't think it did anything. Like, but I'd find some stupid ass reason to glaze it, you know? Like, do I believe that it would be nice, do I think it would be nice to have it in the game? Yes. At 5.7. Give me a 5.7. Hey Chris, you were talking about the Joker laugh? Alrighty, here we go. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one that decided it was a good idea to dive this darn thing. You know what? I'm going to go for the other ones, because I think it'll be better to go for those ones. I'm going to go for these ones. I honestly need an escort, because I got murdered earlier, so... I just, like... I don't care about stats on a vessel. I really don't. What matters to me is if it's actually worth the glaze. The Texas, in my opinion, is worth more glaze than the Iowa classes could ever possibly earn. The thing was built in World War I, survived World War I, stayed in service, helped in the landing of Normandy, which is in 44, which is most of the way through World War II, and it was still in service. Yeah, maybe it didn't sink a vessel or anything, but it proved its worth. The Iowa classes, you know, they came late in the war, and they participated in 2 wars in which the only thing that they did the entire time was artillery support, and yet they get glazed like crazy. It boggles the mind, it does. I'm only diving, Chris, at 100%. Uh-oh. Chris, if I don't make it, it's your fault. Please, Corsair, be nice to me. I might not make it. I got one off, so maybe he's leaving me alone. Maybe. He went for you. I love how he went for you. And those bombs didn't do scheisse, so that's nice. I'm going to end up having to drop another one on that one, but whatever. We'll deal with what we have to deal with. It's actually a disappointment, to be honest. Alright, let me turn back around and get that one. Did you kill the Corsair by chance? I'm going to fly back to the airfield as soon as I drop this bomb, because I'm not risking getting killed here. And it's like everybody's talking about, like, the Fletcher class being, like, the best destroyer in America. That's bullshit, in my opinion, because there's a better vessel that survived an entire kamikaze attack, and I can go and see it. I've stood on the decks. I've stood in the turret that they rebuilt after the attack. The USS Laffey. Probably one of the least, in my opinion, it is one of the least remembered destroyers, but yet it did so much in a single day. There's a lot more than a Mustang. IPT, that's going to be an issue. I got a Yak 3 inbound. Nope, he turned away. The Mustang is slowly losing me, so I'm going to go with they are not. And then cruisers. Yeah. I'll invite you, CHX. Cruisers, in my opinion, the most famous one, in my opinion, should be for America, the USS Indianapolis. Just run like Judaism did. Do you really have to bring that up every time? Always got to do that to me. I hate you. Always got to pick on me. First, Jay threatens that he's going to kill her all the time, and now you're talking about run like she's in danger. What is wrong with y'all? He, my ass. But the story of the USS Indianapolis, going back to what I was talking about, it's a story that I don't feel like is well known. And basically the sailors anyway, after that strange attempt at my life, the sailors were basically told they couldn't talk about it. And then the hey, you know what, you son of a... You just broke a lot of freaking crap that I need to land this plane. Including the engine. So if I crash, that's on you. And I'm going to be one pissed off son of a gun. Dear God, could they have made the landing gear on this thing any slower? That points for landing softly. Why does the engine sound like it's dying? Oh wait, never mind. That's the other engine that got shot by my own friendly. Murderer. We got places to be, things to bomb, so let's go blow something up. Did you even bother to bring a bomb, or did you just not bring it? It's fine either way, but if you have the ability to get points, I want you to get something. I don't want you to escort me and then get nothing out of it the entire match. Watch that Halifax bomb our bases that we're trying to go for, though. To be honest, the Halifax is one of those like planes that is oddly annoying to try and shoot down, but it's such a massive bomber that it's so fun to play. I love 4-engine bombers. They're just so freaking fun. So fun. And I wish, honestly, Germany would have looked more into 4-engine bombers. Most of their planes are twin engines. Twin engines and single props. You know, that's it. The entire time. Twins and singles. Like, you only get a few here and there that are actually built with the idea of, hey, let me mount 4 engines just because. And one of them was built with the idea of bombing America, and then the other one was an airliner. Like, what the world? What are you doing? Oh, wait, you're using that method, aren't you? Is that like there intentionally, or what? Is that like a thing that they put in the game intentionally, or is it just something that they put in there? Alright, well, if you can get over here, which it looks like you're going to get shot at here in a second, maybe. So if you can get over here, I'll give you the full bases, and I'm going to take out the 2 empty bases and then go for intentional feature. Is it really? So you mean to tell me I could land on an airfield, J out, and go grab a different bomb load anytime I wanted to? See, I don't like the fact that you have to J out in order to do it, though. I would like it, I think I'd like it better if they did it to where while you're getting repaired, you could go to the menu and select secondary weapons and change it. Because that would make it more reliable and more usable, in my opinion. Because let's say I have the biggest bomb in the game and I'm mounting it. Or, I don't know, let's say I'm using this. No, I really don't. I don't play jets, so... So you're getting a base. Go for the one to my right, because I'm going for the other ones. Bomb bay door closed. If I'm being honest, if there's one thing that I'd love to see them add just for the fun of it, I'd love to see them add the Japanese kamikaze jet thing that was actually a bomb and it had a pilot. I want to see that mounted onto the Betty bombers. It would be funny. I think they did actually, they did do that at one point, but it was something you had to build in order to get, and it just didn't make it fun. Like, just add it as a feature. Come on. And if they added submarines, that would also give them the ability to add the Chitons, which is a manned submarine. Or it's a manned torpedo, excuse me. Submarines are normally manned. Doofus. Yeah, 2 2000s is normally what it takes to kill bases at this BR. That's why I use the fire bombs, because like it doesn't take as many of them to destroy bases as it does. Nope. It takes like 3 1000s to kill. Yeah, it takes 3 1000s to kill an entire base at 4-3. So, you know, the way I figured it, 2 2000s is about what it takes to kill a base as well. So, it's really screwed up, I know, but I'm watching this B-26 and I don't know what he's doing. I think he's the last person in the game. I'm leaving him alone because I really don't want to deal with him because he's scary. That is a scary aircraft to head on, but it looks like he's turning for me, so I guess I gotta chance it. Sir, we don't have to do this. Okay. I think I got him. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone and I'm gone, but I got him, so we're good. Told you. Hey, I'll call that... Gone, but at what cost? My life, but it's okay. I got the cool new bombs too. Oh wow. Okay, the 20 mils didn't even have anything in them. Wait, where's the 20 mil in this thing? Hold on, where is the 20 mil in this thing? Is that it there? That is it. Okay, I didn't know that. So this thing has a crazy ability. And the funny part is, on this particular thing, these 250s do better, so... Jack, CHX has already asked to join. So... I gotta remember what your name is in the thing anyway, so... because I can't remember anything anyway, so. I have a horrible memory. Oof. I can't believe, honestly, that this strategy is actually working. But I'm worried because both of these are at 4-7. And I'm curious as to whether or not the 4-7 strategy will work. And I don't think we're gonna... I don't think we're gonna get lucky enough to get into a queue with Japan, America, and Germany. So, I don't know. You know what's interesting? I think one of these nations have a plane that carries a torpedo. Yeah, it's this one. Look at that. a torpedo plane. I'm gonna look through my naval tree while I wait on him to get back. So they recently, and I'm gonna talk about it. I'll wait on y'all, by the way. I love the fact that they added this thing, but the only thing that I have to question is, why would they put it in the Blue Water Fleet? Because this thing definitely screams, hey, I'm a coastal fleet vessel. It just screams it to me. I mean, yes, it has torpedoes, it has anti-air, but look at the guns. This thing has less guns than most of the stuff that you run into at 3.3 and 3.7. Also, this was the Fletcher class destroyer that everybody was talking about earlier. And the only thing that I can see that they did is they took the forward cannon off. They mounted more AA. They added like depth charges. They added a new bridge, which looks really good, by the way. Then they took this section off, took all the torpedoes off of it, and they mounted another AA. I think it looks good, personally. Like, it definitely gives off the vibe of sub chaser. Like, it definitely gives off that vibe of I'm a sub chaser. And then Japan made this. I don't even know what to say on this. Dual gun, a crap ton of torpedo tubes, which I don't complain about because I love torpedoes in Japan. They're awesome. And then the dual gun here, and then you get the single gun here, which is what I don't understand. Why have dual guns and then one single gun? That makes no sense to me. Just mount another dual gun, dude. You know? Wait, what is this one supposed to be? Why is everyone in Japan now? Somebody make me leader, please. It broke again. It signed me out automatically. Thank you. All right, are we ready to go? CHX, that'll be tonight. We're doing that tonight. That's kind of why I'm grinding these out, so that I have something that I can actually bring. Because I don't want to only use America. But I get the feeling I might end up having to do that anyway, because I really don't have anything. Well, actually, excuse me, that's wrong. I'm going to tell you guys now, and you guys are going to get an exclusive, I guess. Tonight, when we do the AA portion, the AA versus bring whatever plane you have, which I think the cap that I'm going to put it at is, I'm trying to think, I think like 7.3, but simply because of the fact I have two 7.3s that are ready to go. I'm going to be AA guns tonight when we do the AA versus planes. Like, bring whatever. I'm going to be an AA gun. CHX, we never do anything higher than a certain BR when we do AA versus planes, because people tend to become, how do I say this nicely, overexcited assholes. Is that a bomb? Like, if there were more people that had more, if there were more people... No, Jack, you may not ram people. Just because you're Japanese doesn't mean you get to do kamikaze things, okay? Calm down, youngling. I don't know where you're at, but calm down, little young one. You have good guns, use those first. And if you run out of ammo, then you can kamikaze into somebody if you want. warthunder chat is warthunder chat is always like that, Chris. It's just, I find it interesting. I find it interesting that I've been in so many different servers. I've been in Russian servers before. I've been in American servers before. And you want to know the one, and British servers, and you want to know the one I feel more comfortable in? British servers. It's so chill there. Like, everybody does what they want to. There's chill players there. We just have fun and, you know, do whatever. Everybody lets everybody do what they want. And, you know, there's normally no death involved. Even in tank servers, when people are killing each other, like, I've seen people giving each other compliments and stuff. It's like, dude, this can't be War Thunder. Who's behind me? Dude, that scares me. I hate to be mean, but that scares me. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, on the other one, okay, I'm just gonna let that burn because it will kill it. Uh-oh. Hey, Chris, do your job.
Somebody attack him.
For the love of Christ in combat, please do your job and don't let him kill me. Never mind, Chris, just let him kill me. Thanks a lot. You're a great friend. I love you too. Why me? How is it I did more damage to him than you did? How is it you, the quote-unquote escort, did more damage to him than I did? Oh, now you're screwed. You got a Spitfire on your ass. You know, I will say this, I don't like this version of the year too. I don't like the way it looks. It looks weird. I wonder where Chris went. Oh my. Oh, that poor KI. Dude, I don't know why anybody brings out Japan at this BR. Yep, I figured he'd die. Well, back to the main menu. Ooh, what's this? The Downier's a good plane if you get like a really good like frontal attack on people. But if you don't, you're screwed. Like, I will be the first one to admit, if you don't, you are screwed in that plane. I'm going to continue looking at Japanese ships. You know, and going on that, I love the fact that Japan built all of their vessels with the idea of hit and run. Like, you got the single gun. Yes, Donier. Is that not how it's pronounced? That's how I've heard it pronounced before. I love it when I make British people mad with my accent and my pronunciation of things. Ah, yes, Japan, POV. Let's make small bridge. Door near. Of course. Yeah, there's a door near there. You and your British stuff. Always with the British, always pronouncing things wrong. Can't even say chips, you gotta say crisps. I'm waiting on Chris to come to my house and smite me after that last comment. Hello, FME. I might be dead here in a moment because Chris is going to smite me from the heavens. Because they pronounce chips wrong. They can't even say chips, they say crisps. Always pronouncing things wrong, they are. Much to learn, they still have. Why did I turn into Yoda? Much to learn you still have, young Skywalker. I will shove a crisp down your throat. Guys, he's being violent. He's hurting me. Then poor There they go back to the Boston Tea Party. Always never letting things go. So sad they are. Maybe you shouldn't tax us without representation, mate. I will be smited tonight in my sleep. I feel the winds of change. Would you like 2 cubes of sugar or 2? Oh, wait, hold on. Would you like 1 cup of tea or would you like 2? I could try to do an Australian thing, but I'm more scared of them than I am the British. Australians are creepy. They're redneck British people. Even us are scared of the Aussies. It gets me, though, to be completely honest, though, because, like, the Australians, from what I understand, they're blatantly honest. And I think that's what makes people hate them so much, because they're, like, blatantly honest about everything. Like, they don't care if they hurt your feelings. They're going to tell you how they feel. Like, hey, mate, don't you know? Like, it's honestly interesting, though, because, like, the Australians are some of the, like, the, I wouldn't dare say coolest people, but I'd honestly love to talk to one. Dear God, that was a good stretch. Whew. Niope. Okay, nice. Hey guys, it's not nope anymore. It's niope. Oh man, that felt great. To be honest, I completed both the Battlefield 1 campaign. Oh, hello, B25. How are you today? I guarantee you I just made this man shart himself with what I just did. Isn't that the... Okay, yeah, he's got big bombs on his, so... Oh, now it's Wyatt. Yeah, see, it's not... Wait, it's Wyatt. Chris, he's just screwing all the English language up today. Chris Wyatt on me. Chris Wyatt on me. What next? Is he going to pronounce enough wrong, too? Now he's pronouncing mine wrong. Oh my God. Yep, English. It's not English, it's English. Why do I feel like I'm racing an A-20 to get to a base that I can easily kill? Speaking the Deutsch. Actually, if you're asking a German if they speak English or speak German, speaking the Deutsch, you know. Deutschland, I gotta get my music on. Give me a second. I'm in the mood for Deutschland now for some reason, even though I don't have that one. Final Solution, Rise of Evil. We're going to listen to Wehrmacht. This is Wolf 1, over. I am running as fast as this plane will go, over. The Wehrmachtsbein, sign, about the man executing orders. The Wehrmachtsbein, about the man executing orders. I don't know if he's going for me or you on that one, Chris. Chris, behind you, behind me, whichever one he's going for, he's behind one of us. Oh boy. Victorium ex machina noti beset natea ex machina noti beset natea. No, you may not team kill. Not unless he shot first. Guys, can I get the Fuso, please? Can I get the Fuso? You know, I'm listening to the Red Baron, and it doesn't feel right listening to this. While flying a bomber. All right, boys, here we go. I love the organ they play before the song starts. Let us begin. I am squadron leader.
Hey, Mr. Buddy.
Guys, after this one, I'm going to have to get off for a little while. I got to run to town. So, yeah. I ain't drove my truck in a few days, so. Actually, no, Chris, I'm not. Look at my stream. I'm not in war emergency power. This is straight and true. 100% throttle. Somehow you're heavier. Hey, Jack, since I'm squadron leader, shouldn't I be the one in front? Just asking. It's fast and he's flying too high, higher, an eye for an eye, to let you never die. Higher. I'd love to get like a Red Baron themed camouflage for one of the BF-109s. That'd be awesome. I know there's one for an FW, apparently, but I want one for a BF-109. Because after all, and I kind of want to give a little bit of history about the Red Baron a little bit. But, yeah, it's a user skin. I'm not chasing after that. Not with him flying away like that. If somebody else wants to go for it, y'all are welcome to, but I'm not doing it. I'm not losing altitude over a yak. You know what? I feel like losing altitude over a yak. Now he doesn't have a flap. I hate stealing that from that guy because he did earn that, but he was already going down, so there wasn't a need to Oh, come on, baby, turn. I got something behind me, don't I? Crap. Oh, please don't turn with me. Please don't turn with me. Please don't turn with me. Luckily, I don't think he turns as well as I do, so I think... Nope, I was wrong. Okay, then. No combat flaps, and I exploded. Wow. It's like watching two behemoths trying to kill one another. Watch out for that P-51 and the P-63 and the I-185. All three of them. One behind you. Two behind you. P-63. He just kamikazed into you to kill you. That is cheap. You got the kill for him, didn't you? But anyway, guys, I will play later, and I'll try and get some other things and stuff. But I hope everybody has a lovely day. But remember, you mess with